Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we are going to look at the Western Star 6900 from Bormann Performance Modding. This is an update to the truck. Quite a few things have been done, modeling on the outside, modeling on the inside. I want to take you through some of the main features of this truck in case you haven't seen it. So part one is a quick overview of the truck and some of the options. I will be showing you a trailer that has recently come out along with these updates, and then we're going to do a short drive. That is the agenda for today, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to go ahead and choose a day cab. We could do the dual axle. That's pretty famous for the 6900, but we are going to keep it as a single axle in the front for today. And probably one of the biggest features that people are interested in is not just that the truck comes with the option of a fifth wheel, but you do have the option now with this latest update to get either a 6x4, an 8x4, or a 10x4 with a dump truck attached to the chassis. This is something that is new for the truck, and who doesn't like a good dump truck? So you can haul it with a normal fifth wheel, or you can go ahead and put this dump truck on it. Now you can't really style it. All of the paint still sticks mainly with the truck itself. So not too many options other than you can pick what the load is. Here's cargo 1, cargo 2, cargo 3, and cargo 4. And that is what we're looking at. Of course, you can always go back and you can choose the 6x4, or you could choose the 10x4. Something to note, if you have the 6x4 version, notice how this area, it is actually going to be blocking your strobe lights, your beacons if you have them. It's going to be the same way with the 8x4. Only if you go with the 10x4 will you be able to fully see all of the beacons that are going on. If you are someone who likes that realism, likes that beacon on top, maybe the 10x4 is going to be a good option for you. Something to note. All right, now let's get into the accessories, and there are quite a few. Let's go ahead and start off with the bumper here. Rusty diamond plated bumper, so something that is supposed to look a little bit more messed up, a little bit older, a little dilapidated. So that's kind of cool. We've got a black diamond plated bumper with fog lights. It looks like it's got some use on it. That's pretty cool. Let me actually walk up here and show you. That's pretty cool. We've got the stock gray bumper. And of course we can go ahead and put a license plate on it. We can go ahead and throw some lights. I don't know why you'd have a bullet light on it. Maybe a watermelon light. Get a couple in there. Just see what that looks like. What else do we have in terms of bumpers? Black diamond plated bumper with mud flaps. I'm really liking this one. This one is definitely screaming out heavy haul. Like, I like this one. You can get it painted, nice and simple. You can get it in chrome. So a couple different options there on that bumper. I think I'm going to go back to this one. This one definitely has that heavy haul look. Let me get out of walking mode and we'll focus on the grill. Here's our stock. Mesh black, mesh chrome. We got a bull, an eagle, a hellcat, and a pit bull. Kind of like the pit bull. Maybe we'll leave that guy there. I don't think we're going to put any bug shields, but you have 4 different colors. You've got it in black, blue, red, and chrome. Obviously, the chrome is not something that you're going to be able to see through, unlike the red where you can actually see through. But we're going to go ahead and get rid of that for now. Onto the headlights. We've got halogens. We've got LEDs. We've got projector headlights, LED simple, halogen black, halogen chrome. Exclusive black and exclusive chrome. I'm actually kind of just liking the LEDs, to be honest with you. Here's the visors. You got a stock, painted, and chrome. And so the painted and the chrome ones are longer. I wish they had a stock one in paint. That would be kind of cool. Horns are pretty typical. You just place your horns. You do get the options with the sound fixes if you have that installed. You could also get this big roar, kind of like that one. And the strobe, there is only this one option. It would be nice to see a couple different options, but I am going to give them credit because it isn't just the standard SCS stock beacons in there, and it looks pretty decent. You can go with the painted or the chrome mirrors. I think I'm gonna leave them chrome on this. And then we've got this black railing that we can put on both sides, typical of the 6900 from Bormann Performance. Fenders, we can get plastic with bolts. That actually looks kind of cool. Makes it look a little bit more heavy duty. We got a blinker. We can do front side or front side and top. Maybe we'll stick with that. Air filters. We've got chrome. We've got painted. And we've got chrome in snorkel. That's looking pretty beefy right there. That is crazy. With the exhaust, we have a lot of different options here. Chromes. Just run through them real fast. If you want to go painted, you've got 3 options. So you can pick whichever one makes you happy. Cab panels. We've got a little light adapter, so you can add lights all the way down here if you'd like, and obviously on the other side as well. And let's not forget the cover shield. If you really need some protection there, we've got the Blackstone guard. We've got chrome. We've got Blackstone guard with the side protection, and that you actually get protection, I believe, on the window. And then chrome on the side too, if you really need that kind of crazy protection. But definitely a different thing for sure. And that just about wraps up many of the features on the outside. I wanted to note that if you buy the 6900, now I bought the truck pack, and that includes a 6900 and 2 different 4900s that are coming later. Also came with a couple trailers, and one of the things I believe it also came with, I think it comes with it if you just buy the truck, is you get a military pack. So I'll just run through a few of these so you can see them. U.S. Army. It's something different. I haven't seen anyone else really do this. Got the Navy SEALs. So I believe that pack does come with the truck. And this is kind of a cool setup here too. You usually don't see something like that. I haven't seen anything quite like that in a mod. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. You got 2 options. There's option 1. There's option 2. Option 2. Option 1. I'm probably going to stick with 2. Gauge. I like big gauges. Probably stick with that one. It's looking better for me. In terms of accessories on the inside, we've got a console item. I just went ahead and put a compass up there. Air conditioning. Here's the options for the dashboard. So, wooden planks, DIY. Wood that is vandalized. That is a first. I've never seen an option like that. Kind of cool. Dark wood is usually what I go with. Wood, sticker bomb, and camouflage. Probably keep that camouflage if we're going to keep it military. Oh, we also have carbon fiber. Shifter. Shifter you've got, so I have it on Shifter Custom 2. Here's Custom 3. Shifter Custom 1. You can get the long chrome in more of a standard Eaton-Fuller setup, and one that's a little shorter as well. You got some floor items, you got some seat items, you got cup holder, and for the most part that pretty much wraps it up. Hang stuff here. Sun visor we've already talked about. You do have a GPS right here. However, if it's not working or you prefer to have it on the side, you can always choose a phone or the portable navigator. Besides that, see this caging? I guess that's kind of makes sense if you're doing military operations. You want to keep it as safe as possible. Chrome mirrors or the painted mirrors. Might as well keep ourselves camouflaged. And besides that, steering wheel. What options do we have? Basically have the standard DLCs in here, and one comes with the truck. I'll probably just keep it just like that. And that's for the outside. But yeah, that pretty much covers the 6900. And now let's go ahead and put it together And I am also going to show you the trailer that came with it. The trailer is something that you can buy standalone. I think it's like $9 or $10. But if you bought the pack already, again, the truck and trailer pack, that it comes with 2 trailers, and it comes with the 6900 and the 2 4900s, which are to be released later. Then they went ahead and threw the trailer in for you for free. It's a heritage dump pup, basically, that you can add on to this. Let's go see how it looks all put together, and we'll take a short drive. All right, welcome back. We are actually at Old Farm Road. This is MattVT's yard. It's a small little yard. Just, you got some cows hanging out there, but this one's pretty much just a house. You got a garage. You can fix up the truck, get fuel, get some rest, but there aren't any jobs actually at this one. Even though you can't actually pick up a job here, you can have this accessory area where you can park trailers and stuff. And I think you can't sleep. You have to sleep over here. But so this is more of just like a family farm as opposed to somewhere where you would get jobs. So we're going to go over to DFA right now and pick up some stones, and I will be right back with you. All right, so we picked up our stones. We are on our way to Hallbrook in Arizona to the BHP. We have 99,225 pounds of stones. Something to note, the weight is all simulated in that little pup trailer. This is the one that either comes, it came free with the upgrade if you already bought the truck and trailer pack. If you haven't, you can get it for $9 to $10. So nice little add-on. You might as well have a little add-on pup if you've already got the dump on the chassis. But I did take this chassis over to a scale, and no weight is simulated in terms of a load. It's just the weight of what the truck would normally be and whatever's on the chassis, but not the load itself. So that is not simulated. All the weight is right there in that load, just in case anyone was curious. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we got parking lights on, windows are down. Let's go ahead and crank her.
The Secret Service has your back, and so do I. Let's go.
Thanks, Morgan. So we have Serial Black's Cummins X15 in here. It is a 525 horsepower version, and we got just a basic 8-speed in here. Nothing too crazy other than this second stick here on the right. I will be using it as the splitter, as I normally do. Let's go ahead, get that brake out, and get the parking light, or the actual main lights on, and we'll go ahead and get her started. Probably going to go ahead and get her started in low. Let's see if I can get it in low-high. Going out straight. And like all MattVT's yards, you can add your little logo to it, to the sign. Alright, so what do we got? We're headed out to Hallbrook, Arizona. 3.5 hours game time. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and get the windows up. This is going to get pretty loud. Got a decent amount of downhill coming up. Not a lot of nice details. You don't have a ton of options on the inside, but it is modeled pretty well, pretty accurate to the Western Star. A lot of detail there on the dash. Nice big gauges that you can see. Visibility is incredible with these mirrors, so cannot complain about that. We didn't have an option for a CB radio, CD player, anything like that, but the GPS is working on the dash. And you also have that option, as I said, to put it in the left-hand corner right above the dashboard if you want as well. Go ahead and hear this Jake. I'll put it in the low setting. There's the low setting. go. We're flattening out a little bit. But I think we've got another... Let me go ahead and go to the mid stage. There's the mid stage on it. A nice little whistle along with that Jake. And here is the third stage. Nice low rumble. Do that because of this hill.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Nice looking truck. Nice looking truck. Get our strobes on. Get our four-ways on because I have a feeling we're going to need it getting out of here. We'll go ahead and get the Jake off. And I cannot see what is happening to my right. So I'm just going to have to kind of turn. And we're looking good. That pup clears pretty much. You don't need a ton of space with that pup. I'm going to go ahead and leave those four-ways on in case anyone kind of sneaks up on us, because we're not going incredibly fast here. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the detail of the inside? For those of you that have already had the 6900, what do you think about the updates? Specifically the dump version of it now. And have you guys had a chance to check out the trailer? The trailer, which I didn't go through in much detail at all, it's basically, you can't really do anything in terms of color. The color would be just to like the main chassis of it, but kind of kept it the same style on both. Whoa, we're gonna crash. Well, it's not one of my videos if we're not almost crashing in the third person, so. She gets up to speed pretty good. Like I said, 525 horsepower in this one. Let's go stage 1. Slow her down a little bit because we got a little bit of a hill here. And I have a feeling the speed might change. Looks like we're coming into a town, so. Not sure which lane I need to be in as of yet. Yeah, let's keep it going. 35. There we go. That'll be fine. Good, I can bypass the way station. I like that. I like to hear that. That's because I already hit it on the way in. So I'm glad that it's not one of those setups that they have you going in every time you cross through it. I ran into a couple of those. I think there was one in Texas. I can't remember what city. But every time to get to the garage and get to the drop-off spots, they had you go through the scale. And it was a little annoying because I ended up going through it like 3 times in a row. They brought me in every time. So this is Serial Black's his modern Cummins pack. It's got the X15. It's got the, as well as the X15. I believe it also has the ISX12 and the X12 as well. And those are obviously lower horsepower. This one, I believe, offers a variation. Oh, are we gonna make it? We gonna make it? We gonna make it? Yeah, we did. Just barely. Offers a variation. Let's go ahead and start out low because we are 100,000 pounds on that load.
Continue straight.
But yeah, I think it goes up to like 675 horsepower version or 650 horsepower version if you go ahead and get the X15. And there's a couple different types, 2 or 3 types. The ones that I remember offhand, there's the economy X15 and there's the performance variation of the X15. And so I think there's like 7 or 8, no, probably more than that, probably more than 10 options in the sound pack from Serial Black. So if you're interested, might be something to look into, especially if you like what you're hearing. I particularly do. And if you, this is actually one of the trucks that came, you can, if you buy his engine mod, Serial Black's engine mod, then you can always add it to the truck, but you don't need to, because this already comes installed on the on this 6900 from Bormann Performance modding. So you don't even have to add it. You have no excuse. If you like what you hear, throw it on. Yep, that's pretty standard. That is pretty standard. I was going to go to the outside view too. I was just about to go to the outside view. I'll go back to 6 high. And I'm glad I didn't, because that would have been a nasty little wreck. And we would have had to, well, we've got plenty of money. I have another profile that I'm playing a little bit more realistic. It's the same profile I use for all of my twin stick drives. And I think I only have like maybe 500,000 in that account. And every time I add a truck or try something different with it, I'm always
in 400 meters, turn right.
Changing out engines and transmissions in it, and take a pretty big hit every time I do.
Turn right.
Jake sounded pretty good. I'm liking it. Get that off now. Which way are we going? Just carrying it straight. Carry on straight. We stop in time? I think we did. Just barely again. I gotta change the brake sensitivity on this profile. Probably don't need it, Jake, when we're trying to get up to speed, just so we can slow down. Alright, well, we'll skip ahead. I'll show you some more inside, some more outside. I'll be right back. We got a lot of weight. Even on a small hill like this, I can definitely feel what's going with that 100,000 pound load. Definitely going to be doing some downshifting here. We'll go ahead and get the 4-ways on for a second. They're not too loud in this truck, not annoying or anything like that, so I'm just going to leave them on so that the traffic knows to go around me. Yep, pretty much everyone can go around me. We're just kind of chilling here at about 30 miles an hour. Got some nice rock formations. So wanted to ask you guys, I've been kind of going down the rabbit hole a little bit, trying to see what the next part of my setup is going to be, and I wanted to ask you guys for some feedback. I'm toying with the idea of buying a button box. Instead, right now, what I'm doing is I'm using some flight sim controls. I've got the Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo. The Alpha is the yoke, the Bravo is the little thrust panel, and both of them have so many buttons. I kind of don't know what to do right now, because there's no button box that is on the market for me to buy that will be able to map as many buttons as I have right now between the Alpha and the Bravo. It's basically like 50 different buttons. So I'm kind of spoiled, but I would like to have a nice little button box right here, something that I can do with the right hand instead of leaning over, especially to the one farther away from me on my left, which is, off screen, you can't see it, but it's kind of a pain to get to. And as you see, like whenever that's usually the one where I have with the lights and the windows, so every time I roll those down, roll them up, turn on the headlights, I've got the track IR to control my vision. So if I look to the left, look to the right, but I don't really look to the left or the right. I just kind of bend over because I have to lean that far to get to those buttons. It would be nice to have everything kind of organized in one box, but here's the thing. I've got a couple issues. Obviously, the big thing is that I would like to have a button box that doesn't crash. Oh, I'm crashing. Oh, I'm crashing. And it's too late. We had no steering at the end. Oh, little bit of damage. We're all good. We're all good. Oh, we're actually going to have to... Yeah, let's just hit that too. Yeah, I got to change the brake sensitivity on that. That's ridiculous. I mean, I know we're a lot of weight, but... Alright, we just kind of got over to the shoulder here. Let's see if we can pull out of this one. This one caught me off guard. This one definitely caught me off guard. But yeah, as I was saying, any sort of advice from you guys, there's two things that I'm really battling with. I have a lot of buttons, and any box that I would buy pre-made, because I don't have any experience, can't merge yet, don't have any experience building button boxes myself, I would have to compromise and go with fewer buttons. But then I was thinking, alright, well, I can go ahead and I'll just go with a button box, and then I'll complement my setup so that I can get a, let's get over here to the right. Nope, let's not get over here to the right, because apparently they pass you about 80 miles an hour on the right. Alright, I'm just going over. I don't care who's back there right now. Anyway, I already have so many buttons, I'm going to have to compromise and go with a button box that has fewer settings. So I can offset that with a Stream Deck, which will give me some more buttons. I kind of lose some of the tactile feel of it, but at least, you know, for some of those things that I don't always end up doing, like dropping the airbags or raising the lift axles on the trailer and the truck, maybe I could do some of those on the Stream Deck. But my other issue that I'm running into is I currently have, because I have a 2-stick setup, I already have 3 inputs in terms of peripherals that USB hooked up to the game, and that's the max that you can do is 5. So if I do a button box and I complement it with a Stream Deck, then that will be my 4th and 5th device, and then I can't add anything more. And one of the other things I've been playing with is the idea of getting some physical gauges. And I know this is kind of going down the rabbit hole, and I've been watching videos. As someone who hasn't worked with Arduino boards before, hasn't done any sort of thing like that, it's a little bit intimidating. And so far what I've seen,
Continue straight.
will do, Morgan, is I've seen people, they'll do something with a company called, what company is it called? It's called Sim Projects, like Sim, S-Y-M projects, and they have a couple different boards, and usually people are using a board to build their gauges out. But I've only seen people doing gauges on there, and then I see other people, they build button boxes, and they usually have an Arduino board, and they only put the button box stuff on there. And what I was wondering, so that I could still have the opportunity to have gauges and a button box, and possibly also have a Stream Deck for more buttons, and that would put me over the limit in terms of the number of peripherals that would be 6 peripherals, and that's one too many for American Truck Simulator. So the question is it possible, not that I would necessarily be able to do this, but would it be possible to actually have one board that carries the buttons that I need, even if it's a compromise and I can only do like 15 or 20 buttons, but off of that same board I can also run gauges? That would be super cool. I haven't seen anyone doing that, or I mean, maybe they have that set up, but on videos they're usually only talking about one. They're talking about, really? How can we not get going with this? I have to start in low? Wow. So is that something that is possible? Is it a limitation of the boards?
Keep
Is it
right, and then turn right.
is it possible to have on one board,
Turn right.
meaning I've got one USB port coming out of it and going into the game? Is it possible to get gauges on there and buttons for a button box and just kind of do 2 in 1? Because then if I could do that, that would give me one USB port out, and then I can use my remaining USB port that I would have, my 5th device for ATS would be a Stream Deck. So I really don't know what to do. Again, I don't have any experience really with Arduino boards. I've been looking at review videos for boards. I've been watching people wire stuff. It's pretty crazy, and it's gonna be a little bit of an uphill battle. What do you guys think that I should do in terms of gauges, in terms of button boxes? What have you done? What would you do if you wanted to add on to your setup? I would like to know down below in the comments, and yeah, give me some ideas. See what kind of options that I've got going on. I would appreciate it. Anyway, we've got about I've got about an hour. We lost the light already because when I got the job, I didn't change the time. So I'm going to go ahead and catch up with you in a little less than an hour when we're dropping this off. I'll be right back. All right, we are pulling into the BHP right here in Hallbrook, Arizona, dropping off this load of stones. Hope you guys enjoyed the drive. Do a little bit of exterior, what we can at night. No, you can't see anything. We're just going to stay inside. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. Hope you guys like the truck and the new trailer. Are you guys thinking about picking it up?
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Where are we dropping this thing off? Might have to get out and check so I can make sure I have the right setup. I'll go ahead and go in and talk. Oh, it's right in front of me. It's right in front of me. Never mind. We got it, guys. I'm going to get the 4-ways on. Get the windows down. Might as well just go ahead and get the beacons on as well. We can see what's going on. A little bit more to the left so we don't hit that post. Pretty cool beacon. Even though you only have the one option, it's not a bad option at all. Let me get this straightened up as much as possible. Backing this trailer up is horrible, because there's just one axle right on the front of it, and look at that, you just start going sideways like crazy. I'm not even going to go any further than that. Alright, let's go ahead and get the strobes off. We'll leave the 4-ways on. Parking lights only. Parking brake and engine off. Welcome to Hallbrook. Thanks for checking out the video and coming on the ride. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all of my videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.